And now we're going to talk about thoughts with Bill. So, Fabiano, how do I pronounce your last name? Luigi Caruana. Yeah, maybe. It's Italian and American. So Fabiano Luigi Caruana. Yeah, Caruana. Anyway, this dude is a monster at chess, as I'm sure you guys know. He's 31 years old, apparently. A little bit younger than Magnus. I think Magnus Carlsen is around 36 from the last time I looked it up. Look at that. That's chessboard. Chessboard, chess clock. Right. So why talk about Fabiano other than the fact that he's extremely good at chess? Well, just recently I saw a game with Fabiano and Magnus. I think Magnus was playing white and Fabiano was playing black. And you can find it on YouTube, of course. I'm sure lots of people have covered it. The interesting thing for me, though, was the commentary. And you have these three, I actually don't know if they're grandmasters or not, who commentated. It seems like it's the same people. There's a woman who I think, by her accent, she sounds like maybe from the India area. A British-sounding guy, and I think a third person. Anyway, so they're talking about this game that I believe was just played, and basically they're all for Fabi. They're looking at the elo bar, the eval bar, I should say, and they're absolutely about all of his moves. They're going through all the permutations and stuff about what Magnus could do, what Fabi could do, and all these things. And spoilers, essentially it comes down to these two giants of chess. That's right, giants of chess. They're fucking amazing chess players with like 4 seconds on the clock, right? Doing all these tactics for like time control. So they're like sa 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 sa, making like minute movements, right, to gain a little bit of time on the increment, to give them some time to think. And it all comes down to Fabi blundering a pawn. And of course, Magnus jumps on it like a hornet. It allows Magnus to trap Fabi's queen, and then that's what happens. You should check it out. The video that I saw, the video is not incredibly. It's not very good. It's grainy and terrible. But if you're into that kind of thing, it's stressful. Damn it. One of my fears, apprehensions about chess, it's not so much time control. I lose plenty with time. I lose plenty without time. One might argue that without time you do lose in chess. Regardless, is when you're in a either winning or equal-ish position, and you got like 3 seconds on the clock. And I'm not playing for money, right? I'm not playing for a tournament or a title or whatever. That has got to be some serious stress, like some massive stress. And I don't know exactly how one preps for that. It seems like you have to be a prodigy. Surely that's false. Surely it's practicing the hell out of the end game, I guess, and just getting so solid that you're not going to make, assy moves in the end. Anyway, that's an apprehension, and that's why I'm actually talking about this. To see these two dudes duke it out. And so one of the things that gets me when I'm in a tough position, and let's say time's involved or it's not involved, it doesn't matter, and you start to repeat moves, right? Or maybe you're just on you're on your heels backing up. You had a plan, let's say, and it didn't really go as you planned. So you have to repeat moves. I have this feeling within me of that's cheap, right? Like I need to find the move, or I need to plow forward with my plan, or lose like a man, or whatever. Yeah, apparently that's entirely horseshit, right? Because you got Magnus Carlsen and Fabiano Luigi Caruana. They don't do that shit. Several times in this game, Magnus was going back and forth trying to repeat to go for the draw because they're in a tournament ostensibly for money. They either want to win or draw. They don't want to lose ever. Why would you ever want to lose, right? Like you concede if there's no literal, like you're going to lose, right? Like a gentlemanly concession or resignation. Otherwise, these dudes fought tooth and nail to the bitter end. And lo and behold, Magnus keeps his cool. Fabiano keeps his cool. But Magnus gets the win. It's two things, I guess, that I'm talking about. One, the insecurity of like knowing that I am not really that strong in the end game. I mean, I'm not strong in plenty parts of the game, but I'm talking about specifically that situation, not having that confidence, right? So that's work that I need to do. But that second thing of kind of getting over oneself. You're playing the game to win, and there's no cheap moves. That's something I got to get over. Playing video games and stuff, and like fighter games. One of the things we used to say back in the arcade was, "Oh, that person's playing cheesy. They're not playing. They're doing cheap moves. Like in Mortal Kombat. That's right. I'm dating myself. Mortal Kombat. You did like the jump kick, the sweep, and the big punch, right? Or if you played like Scorpion, you did the get over here spear thing. Whatever game you want to say, Street Fighter, you're playing only Ryu or or whatever. It's not cheap. It's not cheesy. It's not particularly fun to watch, but when it comes down to it, you're there to win. And getting over that almost ego, like my own ego, to just play the game to the actual conclusion that it needs to be. It's hard to do. Sometimes it is hard to put oneself in a position where you win. That I might be in the minority of people that feel that way, but I don't like trouncing people. I don't like punishing people. I don't like doing it. I know chess is all about that. It's about that big ego of punish your opponent's mistakes. It's like what chess.com says. But I actually don't like doing that. I like playing chess well. But maybe I just need to get over myself. Maybe chess is kind of like what Conan says. What is best in life? Should look that up if you don't know. Crush your enemies. See them driven before you. Hear the lamentation of you get the idea. That's Thoughts with Bill. I hope you dig. All right.